In today's video, we're going to look at job fairs and the state of job fairs going into 2010. We're going to talk about what they mean to your career and the value that we can bring to your career through these types of events. So the first thing I want to talk about is what is a job fair? And essentially a job fair is just an event that is put on by a company like the Employment Guide to showcase local jobs and opportunities for people looking for jobs. It's an amazing place to network with employers, hiring companies, and educational providers. You might think that these schools are just out there, promoting their services and their courses, but actually they are great sources of information to find out about local hiring companies, to find out about in-demand jobs and in-demand fields and careers to get into. It's also a great place to network with peers. What other place can you find hundreds or potentially thousands of other like-minded people who are all looking for the same end goal as you? This is a great place to talk to them about what companies they've worked for, what companies they're looking to work for, and also for you to share your experiences with them. It can always lead to potential opportunities down the road. It's a place to learn, get feedback, and advice on future career moves. Just because an organization doesn't have a job that you're looking for, talk to the employer, talk to the recruiter, and see if you can learn about other opportunities. Learn about companies that are popping up. Learn about anything that's happening in your niche and in your industry. Get feedback on your resume. Talk to them about the opportunities that you're looking for. As people, we definitely want to help other people. So by asking questions and getting feedback and soliciting the feedback from an event where employers have paid to be there to talk to you, it's a great place to do that. Like I said, it's a great place to ask questions. Ask questions about your industry. Ask questions about the company. Ask questions about any and everything that you can think of. Act like a little kid who just wants to know information. Why this? Why that? What's going on with this? What's going on with that? And get answers. Bring a notebook and write these answers down and use that as fuel and as fire to build on your future career. And obviously, it's a place to set up interviews and potentially get hired on the spot. Now, here's what a job fair is not. A job fair is not a guarantee. Just because you come to a job fair, you are not guaranteed a job. The work that you put in at that job fair can present with you opportunities to find a job. Job fair is not really a place to hang out. It's not a place to bring your friends and just, hang out for a few hours. It's a place where you can learn. It's an environment where you should be networking. A job fair is not an environment for negative energy. If you come in with negative energy, that negative energy is going to flow into all of the employers, all the schools, and all the people that you're networking with. You need to come in with that positive attitude. Job fair is not a time to chat with friends. Coming up to recruiters and tables and information areas with your friends where you're chatting, blowing bubblegum, talking on your phone, texting on your phone is not going to present yourself in a positive light. It's not a place for that. This is a place to come and network and find an opportunity to bring in a paycheck so you can pay your bills this month. Every opportunity in every industry, location, and skill level is not going to be found at every job fair. So if you think that every single medical job is going to be found at one of these job fairs, you are mistaken. There are tons of opportunities, and a job fair is just one place to find out information, network with people, and talk to companies. A lot of people have a perception of how job fairs have changed due to the economic forces and factors that are happening in our local economy. People think that there are less employers. People think that there are more schools, that there's a higher percentage of people looking to enroll people into classes than actually hire you for jobs. There's a perception that the same companies are at event after event after event. No matter who is putting these things on, it is the same companies. That there are fewer on-the-spot job opportunities. There are less companies actually hiring at these events the day of the event. That there's more job seekers now than there are jobs. And that now there are less qualified job seekers because everyone is looking for an opportunity. Well, these perceptions are not entirely true. And we're going to go through some of these perceptions over the next few slides. So the Orlando Employment Guide's job fairs are different, and the first difference is our educational opportunities. We want you to walk away from job fairs with the opportunity to learn something that you can put into your job search and also put into your career. We've run training sessions on how to look for jobs online, developing your personal brand, looking into social media, uncovering areas that no one else is looking for jobs, how to use keywords to find jobs. And these are actionable items that you can take with you after the event, put into action to find a job. Did you know that in 2009, the Employment Guide's job fairs put over 15,000 people back to work through our job fairs alone? This is not from the Employment Guide paper or from theemploymentguide.com. Our job fairs resulted in 15,000 new hires. So when you think that companies aren't hiring or that they're not hiring as many people as they were before, this is just a small percentage of the people we were able to put back to work in 2009. The difference is that these 15,000 people took the initiative to use the job fair as a springboard to get the career that they wanted. They took advantage of the employers that were there. They took advantage of the networking that was there, and they were able to get themselves into a job. The Orlando Employment Guide has and offers resources that go beyond just getting the job. We offer a computer zone where you can come and update your resume or apply for a job instantly online. We have a partnership with Workforce Central Florida where they come out and bring all their resources to critique your resumes. We have social media and online training that I was talking about, and also resources to, communicate with us via Twitter or Facebook and get information on the job fair and what is happening. We've done financial skills and accountability workshops as well, because people that are out of work need a little bit of help and need a little bit of getting going to get their finances back in line. We've done industry-specific events for healthcare, for trucking, for hospitality, and those are great events just to focus on certain industries. And we've gotten real answers through local government. We've had Governor Charlie Crist come out and talk about the state of employment in Orlando and Central Florida. And these are just some of the resources that go beyond getting the job that are offered at the Orlando Employment Guide's job fairs. Oh yeah, and the jobs. In the July event, in the midst of the economic downturn, we had 20 plus employers with only one school. That's a very good ratio for people that say that all these events are filled with schools. Well, they're filled with employers. There were 20 plus companies hiring over 500 positions. In September, our event had 30 plus companies. 25 of them had 100% hiring opportunities and hiring positions. These are great opportunities that people in our local community were able to fill. So how to make a job fair work for you? The key is preparation. On the OrlandoEmploymentGuide.com and on our pre-registration pages, we have the companies that are going to be attending these events. This allows you to go in and do the research, Google them, see what positions they're hiring for, see where you can add value to that company. But it's your preparation that is key. It allows you to create a resume that is specific for that company. It allows you to ask questions that are specific to that company. One of the biggest mistakes job seekers make is not knowing what type of job they want. They act in terms of desperation and say, I'll take anything, or I just want a job. Come in being confident, use confidence, and know what kind of job you want. Know that you want to be a marketing executive at this company. Know that you want to be a sales rep or a telephone sales professional. But have that confidence and know what type of job you want. Have an open mind. There's going to be positions that you might not think you're suited for that actually might be a great fit for your current state and position. Know that job fairs aren't the end-all be-all, but they are great resources to build upon and steamroll into other job-seeking efforts. Ask questions. Ask questions to anyone and everyone, not just the companies, not just the schools, but ask questions to the Employment Guide staff. Ask questions to your peers. Ask questions to everyone working and attending this event. Take notes. A lot of things that I don't see job seekers do at these events is bringing a notepad and taking notes about everything that they're learning and gathering along the way. They just, maybe take a piece of paper and information and put it into their job fair bag. But if you're proactive, taking notes, the job fairs are going to go a long way towards helping you find that next position. Ask for opportunities outside of your comfort zone. For giving a presentation and you need specific answers, ask that question even if it takes you outside of your comfort zone. Ask employers questions that are outside of your comfort zone and you'll get answers that are really going to help you in finding that opportunity. And make friends at these events. Network with people and find ways to communicate with them after the event. See if you can work together to help each other get a job. It is a great way to build upon relationships that could last years down the road. Maybe they become a client or a customer or someone that works for the same organization as you. You never know who you're going to meet at these events. So that brings us to the Orlando Job Fairs in 2010. And we have 4 events scheduled for 2010 that are going to be amazing places for you to jumpstart your career and find an opportunity that is going to bring you happiness and be able to pay your bills and bring your family closer together. The first one kicks off January 20th at the Plaza Theater, which is downtown off Bumby and Colonial. Then we shift to April 21st, which will also be at the Plaza Theater. On July 21st, we'll be back at DeVry University. And then on September 29th, back at the Plaza Theater. So all these dates and locations are subject to change. The best place to find out information about Orlando job fairs is directly from the orlando.employmentguide.com. You can also search the orlandojobspot.blogspot.com for up-to-date information on the companies that are attending, the venue, time, and other pre-registrations. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you're ready to rock a job fair in 2010.